Hello everybody and welcome back to another coffee break. It's me, and today we are going to be talking about a project called the Springfield Prophecy. So let's get started. So this story was written by me, but I recorded my voice over a while ago. So the audio is going to sound very different from the visual style that you see here. The story is presented in the style of The Simpsons, which is not created by me, obviously, but rather by Macra. It is, however, presented in a much darker tone, similar to the Treehouse of Horror specials. So if you enjoy those, you might enjoy this horror story. It is intended for mature audiences because of some themes and language used. Also, I do want to make clear that this is a work of transformative fan fiction. No money is being made from this project, and it is not intended to slander, abuse, or misrepresent anything related to The Simpsons or any other intellectual properties used in the project. Now, without further ado, let's get into the scary story known as the Springfield Prophecy. In the cold opening, we find Lisa browsing the stacks of the Springfield Library for books about Egyptian mythology. She soon stumbles upon a dark and dusty corner filled with forbidden texts and artifacts. One in particular catches her eye, an ancient-looking book bound in human skin titled The Springfield Prophecy. As she blows off the cobwebs, a massive spider scurries away and she opens up the book. The first few pages are blank, but then we start to see disturbing illustrations of Springfield landmarks being destroyed and its residents behaving erratically. However, most of the pages appear to be blank with indecipherable script. Disappointed but intrigued, Lisa decides to keep the book despite the librarian's warnings. As she walks out of the library, though, she notices that the book seems oddly heavy for its size and feels a strange presence watching her. When Lisa brings the book home, Bart takes an immediate disliking to it and calls it lame, though he later changes his tune when he narrowly avoids a bus crash that is eerily similar to one depicted in the book. The next day at school, Lisa shows the book to her friends, but they think it's just a bunch of crazy ramblings until the pages start moving on their own, predicting Milhouse's pet fish getting eaten by Mr. Plow. The predictions come true and the children are shocked and frightened. As more of the book's pages turn, the group tries to hide the artifact in plain sight, believing that if people know about it, they can avoid the disasters. But this proves difficult as the book's predictions become increasingly detailed and violent. They include Ned Flanders converting everyone in Springfield to his religion and becoming a tyrannical leader, Mr. Burns rigging Springfield Elementary with explosives and destroying it, and Barney Gumble becoming the mayor after knocking Principal Skinner out with a shovel. The children are horrified and try to stop these events from happening, but to no avail. One night, Homer finds the book and, thinking it's a magic genie book, starts making irresponsible wishes, such as being able to breathe underwater so he can eat all the fish in the sea. His wishes are granted in cruel ways, showing that the book does not distinguish between good and evil. Desperate to undo the damage, Lisa tries to return the book to the library, but the librarian has vanished and the doors are locked. As she explores the building, she finds evidence that others have tried to destroy the book, but failed. Just then, the book's pages start moving again, showing that the next disaster will be Lisa's own death. Terrified, she runs home and locks herself in the bathroom, but the book's power is inescapable. That night, as everyone in Springfield is gathered for a prayer meeting led by Ned Flanders, the book's power overwhelms Lisa's house, causing the walls to bleed and the windows to shatter. With her last moments alive, Lisa grabs the book and runs outside, where the book finally reveals its true nature. It is not merely a predictor of disasters, but a malevolent entity that feeds off Springfield's chaos and misery. It corrupts those around it, driving them to madness and violence. Lisa screams in terror as the book devours her soul, and the townspeople, possessed by the book's evil, turn on each other, killing and maiming. As the prophecy foretold, Homer finds himself trapped inside a time loop, forced to relive the same day over and over again. He is doomed to wake up every morning, eat his last donut, and then die only to repeat the cycle endlessly. The book's power is truly absolute, and even death cannot stop its reign of terror. Meanwhile, in a different dimension, Maggie is born, but something is not right. Her pacifier floats through the air and she begins speaking in demonic rhymes, saying, "Mother's touch is cold and thin, father's love, a fading sin. I am born of fire and might, destined to bring eternal night." Horrified, her parents run away, abandoning her to her fate. As Maggie grows up, she too is drawn to the book and its power, and becomes the new vessel through which the evil force manifests. The book's grip on Springfield tightens, and the town descends into complete anarchy. Ned Flanders' religion becomes a twisted cult. Moe's Tavern becomes a hangout spot for Springfield's outcasts and criminals, and Mr. Burns believes that the book is rightfully his and tries to use it to gain ultimate power. However, the book has a will of its own, and Burns soon finds himself mutated into a horrifying creature, trapped in his own decaying body. In the end, only Lisa knows the truth about the book and its origin. She has the chance to rewrite the ending of the prophecy, but the book closes itself with a deafening thud. The final page simply says, "You're watching it." As the credits roll, we see that everything predicted by the book has come true, and Springfield is nothing but a wasteland. The book lies open in the ruins, its pages fluttering in the wind, waiting for its next victim. And that's the end of the Springfield prophecy. If you liked the story, please subscribe and check out my social media. Thank you for watching.